HIV and AIDS Senior Program Officer, also at the Ministry of Education.
It is critical that all agents collaborate to ensure that there is a structured and coordinated, an estimated 5,125 children under the age of 15 were orphaned by HIV and AIDS. HIV, is alarming. The education sector is credited for being the first in the region to have developed and implemented a national policy on the management of HIV and AIDS in schools. Additionally, we were the first to have appointed a full-time coordinator in any Ministry of Education across CARICOM member states. The Ministry of Education's program has 4 major components, the first of which is prevention. Our approach to preventing new infections, additionally care and support for children and students who are living with and affected by HIV and AIDS. Human rights and empowerment to create that enabling environment where all children can access their basic right to an education is critical. And empowerment and governance, which is another crucial component where we engage those in leadership to take part in the response. There is a need, however, to strengthen support of our orphans and vulnerable children whose growing numbers and vulnerability necessitate enhanced counseling and psychosocial support, nutritional support, access to social grants, and protection from stigma, abuse, and exploitation. We believe that the needs of infected learners must be catered for, and as such, the Host School program, conceptualized in 2006 to remove the barriers to education access, provides hope to many HIV-positive children by preserving their right to an education. Last year, in commemoration of World AIDS Day, the Ministry of Education partnered with the National Secondary Students Council and the Mustard Seed communities to support several children living with HIV who were displaced when fire destroyed the residential facilities at Martha's House in Kingston early last year. In keeping with the national theme for last year's activity, yes, I can support a child living with HIV. The NSSC identified Red Ribbon ambassadors in all schools. I'm almost certain that Andre will allude to that in his presentation, who were required to read a declaration of support on December 1, and I'm almost certain that the ladies at Immaculate participated in that activity. To the entire school and solicit support from the student population by collecting coins in specially marked cans. Students from 135 secondary schools across the island participated in this initiative and raised over $500,000 in a very short time, and I think that is exceptionally commendable. And the funds raised were for children at Dare to Care and Matthew 25. The Ministry of Education is quite pleased that our students have responded exceptionally well to the call to take action. And I am personally moved by this show of sincere support from a student population that cares. Thank you one and all, but as the head of the Ministry of Education's HIV and AIDS program, I was even more impressed with the participation of the girls at Immaculate, which is why we are here. When I came here to collect the cans from Sister, your principal, she said to me, Mr. Graham, come on, you took 3 cans to this school. You don't want any money. I could have collected so much more because these girls are willing to give. And Immaculate Conception High School, of the 135 schools, collected the most money with only 3 cans. And even when the cans were full, I noticed they made another can out of cartridge paper. So that was very impressive as well. And Immaculate collected $14,511.70 and $1 US. And we are extremely grateful to the school community. We would also like to take this opportunity to thank the other schools. St. Catherine High School for doing very well. They too collected over $14,000. Jonathan Grant High School collected over $13,000, and St. George's College collected over $10,000 towards this cause. The Ministry of Education is exceptionally proud. I will say it once again, you guys have done exceptionally well in your response to a call to action. I thank you.
Stated that youth participation is important for Jamaica to increase its vision for 2030. I say this to say, with the motto of the National Secondary Students' Council saying, responsible students make the difference. It has shown in the World AIDS Day initiative, in which we supported and will be supporting children living with HIV. As we identified Red Ribbon ambassadors in every school across Jamaica, and we read the declaration of support, which was done as a means of the youth and especially the students in the secondary system to say that we are going to be at the forefront to lead change. We are the ones who should be at the forefront to making the change. We have proven that we can make the change that is necessary in our island. And as students, I'm so overwhelmed being the president of the National Secondary Students' Council to raise $500,000 for the students living with HIV. And it is to show a strong message that we can, yes, we can make a difference, not only by supporting students living with HIV, but in every form, in every sector of our island. We can make a difference, and I must commend the president of Immaculate Conception High, Ms. Tanya Wilshire. She's not here presently, but she did an excellent job in making this initiative at Immaculate a perfect one. And I must say to the vice principal and the guidance council and the girls here, continue doing the work that you have done and continue supporting the National Secondary Students' Council, as we will be responsible students continually making a difference. I thank you.
Responsible students in Jamaica, to see that we have a future in Jamaica. And I just want to give you a little history lesson, so to speak. Let's take a little page now. How did these children get HIV infected? Some young person, probably more likely young, but it may be an older person, so some woman, girl, had a little slip up. Most, if I am correct, did not plan this pregnancy. But somebody had a little slip up. Nowadays, with the Ministry of Education program and the hard work of the guidance counselors and the responsible students, people, and the health and family life education program in schools, hopefully we'll see less of this, because people will be thinking and trying to act on what they know what to do. But sometimes we make mistakes. Sometimes we are coerced. Sometimes we are forced. Sometimes circumstances kind of really make it extremely hard to practice safer sex. And actually this week, red and white, is Safer Sex Week at Ministry of Health. We are celebrating that. So, for the future and for the responsible students, just remember that there is that possibility that you can have safer sex and you can have enjoyable safer sex, which would not lead to this, situations as a child being born with HIV. But that happens, and we don't just give up and discard and treat those persons as if they are dirt. No, we continue to help, and we have institutions like Mustard Seed, Martha's House. I dare say you have been little Marthas, busily collecting coins to help Martha's House and people who care for them. In fact, tomorrow they're off to come into the clinic, and is a happy little bunch coming to the clinic to get their checks, their nutritional checks and so on. So you have really done a worthy work act here. And I would just say, on behalf of the Ministry of Health and the National HIV Program, congratulations. Yes, I can help a child. In fact, let's just do this. Yes, I did help a child. And yes, I can continue to help a child living with HIV. Thank you very much, and just continue the hard